Hi everybody, welcome back to the craft room. I just wanted to pop this in just to explain the video that's coming up. It might seem a little bit choppy. I made 2 cards at the same time, so one I was letting dry while I was doing the other one and then switching back. But the second card that I made had so many changes in it. I did something, didn't like it, did something else, didn't like it. I kept changing it. And I mean, even I got fed up with it, so I dread to think what you'll be like after if I let you see it all. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to edit the video so that the first card is made in total. It might occasionally say, and now back to this card, which will make no sense, but it's because I was making 2 at the same time. So I will edit it so that we've got 1 complete card, and then I will pick up the other one when I've finally decided what I'm going to do, and then try and do the whole card, the whole second card in one hit. So like I say, it might be a bit choppy and I apologise, but we ended up with 2 reasonably nice cards. So I am going to edit it so it is the best it can possibly be, which might not be great, but I hope you still watch it and still enjoy the cards. So yeah, let's get on with the cards. Michelle asked if I could do a Christmas card using this frame. Now I don't know whether she's got the whole set or she just wanted to see some Christmas cards with frames, I don't know, but I thought I would do 2 today, and because this is called Movers and Shakers Tags Cute Die Set, I thought I would do a shaker. I don't do them very often, I don't always like how they look, but we're going to give it a go and see if I can get it to, I can be happy with the look. So I'm going to do 1 shaker and then I'll just do another little card with a frame on it using this little bear. Okay, I pulled out the Gummy Pan hats from last year's advent calendar because I'm going to give them a little Christmas hat. And I've also pulled out this one, which is 663611, and I don't know what that's called because I've ripped it off, but it is like a box card. If I can find the title of it, I'll put it in the description. And I've just pulled out the bits of foliage and some berries off of there. So that's going to be for the second card or the first card, depending on what order I make it in. And then, oh, he's going to have a bit of snow behind him with his cuttlebug. Doesn't say what it's called. That's old. For the second one, I'm just going to do a frame, and I'm going to put this Merry Christmas behind it or across it or something, and then I thought I'd have that as the shaker, and you'll have to excuse this pot. It's clean. I'm going to put some little snowflakes in there. I forgot I had that in that sort of pot. Anyway, if you know, you know. If you don't, forget about it. It's a fine pot. So let me get some frames cut. I've got some cards. There's my two layers to build the card on. So I'll put those on one side. I've got some card to do some cutting, and I've got some foam to try and build up this frame for the shaker. So let me get some frames cut, some words cut, and I think we'll do the shaker first and then we'll do the other one. Let me get a few bits cut and I will be right back. So there's the first pieces for this. I've also cut a piece of acetate. I would normally use the die to cut it, but it cuts a frame and not the outside, so I've had to manually cut that, but I'll adjust it as we go. So I've got some frames. I've done that one in foam, so I thought I would put that on there. and that on there, and then that on the top. So don't have to worry about foam tape because I'm going to use actual foam, which I think might make it look a bit neater. I've done the Merry Christmas twice, so I'm just going to do a little bit of stacking on that. So I'm going to pull one out, leave one in, and stick it while it's still in there. Right, I'm going to put the glue on this one. There's a Merry Christmas. Let me get these stuck together. Let's pop that on there for a second. I think I'll stick this on next, and then I can cut it to size. On there, just rinse off these tiny bits actually, and then this piece can go on here. So I think I'm going to do it with wet glue. I don't know whether that's a good idea or not, but I can't be doing that. Other tape again. Is it upside down? Okay. Right, that's going to go to one side for a minute. We'll do some cutting for the other one and come back to that. Okay, back to our shaker card. See how that's done. That's all dried. Good. So I think we'll put a bit of embossing around because I'm not going to put a matte layer on there. I'll make a couple of card bases. Card base. That's going to be real basic on there. Merry Christmas across the front. So we need to get our shaker bits on there. Oh! Do you think that might be a few too many? I don't think they'll be shaken anywhere, will they? Right, that looks a little bit more reasonable. Do we want more than that? I think I might stick a couple just in a few places. So let me move that down. Exactly that. There. Good. Just move it this way. Not. Right, let's get those up there. Going for it. Get rid of those little dots. Just make sure that's straight. Yes. Right, get that back on there. Get back to my other one. I'll rethink that. We might not end up with 2 cards, but there will definitely be one. And then we're just going to do Merry Christmas across there like that, I think. It probably will be easy. Not very noticeable those, and you don't know they're in there. Well, you do know they're in there. Right, onto the card base. Card number 1 done. Might just be the card. There might be no card number 2. And rethink what I'm going to do on this, because I've discarded another teddy. Let's cut some of this in green and the berries in red and see where we are. Okay, so a quick rethink, and I've gone with this one, which is, where's the packet for that? There. 662579. and I don't know what it's called, but it is called Landscape Border. So I'm going to use that, I think. So we're going to have snowy scene, some houses and trees. And then I might do another row of or just a couple of houses and trees behind. Just the church. And yeah, those are going to be a little fiffy fuffy up there. Okay, decision made. So I am going to put some card behind these to do a bit of yellowy windows. I could cut it again and just paper piece them back in. That's the way I'm going to do it, but I'll do that once it's stuck on the card and make it a bit easier. So just cut through there. That's our first row. I'm going to stick that on. Yes. I'll cut that off. And then we'll do those few at the back, I think. We'll do a snowy bank, I think, so that looks a bit better. Yep. Right. So next, if we do that, yep, we're still able to put our windows in. So snowy bank. It's just we have one tree or 3 trees. I think. Let's take a bit off the bottom of there and stick that on. I don't want to move it. I'm going to do this one, I think that will look better. So let's just add a bit more snow to that. I don't know where that's from. Someone had asked and I had a look to see if I could find it and I couldn't find it anywhere. There are similar, but I couldn't see anything that had that much snow on it. So apologies for that, but I've had it a long time and I just can't remember. Okay, so I'm going to get that stuck on there. I'll glue on those. Right, let's just cut this a couple of times and paper piece these little bits in. Okay, let's do a few round doors. Door thing, whatever that is. I think we'll do it in brown. I don't think anybody would be up there. Okay. I'm going to put a bit of glitter on that, I think, because I think it would be glittery from all the snow. Not quite sure how all those people can afford to have all their lights on, but who knows. Okay, let's get some of these together and then I'll tidy and we can get the last card done. Right, I need to tidy up because this has all got a bit out of hand now. So let me do that. So, let me have a little scene. I think it's just going to be like that. So, let's get this on here first. I might put a sentiment on it later. Don't know. Oops, push that up a bit high. There, I think. So 2 cards, I'm using the frame shaker and a little scene. So that took me about an hour and a half after all the messing, but I'm sure I'll be able to cut that down to a reasonable size because a lot of it was waiting for it to dry and not using the bear. I will use that little bear on something else, I'm sure. So that's it for this time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, bye.